All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And before we start, please put rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, in the comment section. We must, keep prayers around his family, around Erica, their kids, and stuff like that, man. And now we get to the point where now you got teachers. Think about this. You got school teachers out here celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. And now not only that, all of them is getting fired. All of them is getting fired right now. Now, I had seen this right here, and they said that the teacher fired after her own student, recorded her anti-Charlie Kirk rant. Pretty much saying that she glad that the shooter did what he did, pretty much saying Charlie Kirk deserved it. And of course, President Trump seen all of this, and he didn't like it at all. And none of us like it. Why you got teachers out here celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk? I mean, this right here is just insane. And then we just found out even some more stuff on Charlie Kirk shooter, and we'll get to that in just a second. And last but not least, a young lady, pretty much gave President Trump an idea, because she was like, she pretty much, recorded a 2-minute video and said, hey, I need everybody to watch this. Please get this to President Trump. Not only did it get to President Trump posted it on his True Social of her pretty much, telling President Trump he should come out with the Charlie Kirk Act to stop the mainstream media from spreading lies that's causing violence. And I think President Trump should do that. So like I said, make sure y'all please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That way y'all can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And I do want to thank y'all, for watching the entire video, because I try my best to keep y'all up to date with everything that's going on. I'm glad we got the shooter, but not only that, they pretty much saying that, he probably didn't act alone. So I'm going to try my best to keep y'all updated with everything. But like I said before, thank you for watching the entire video, and let me know in the comment section that y'all did stay to the end. I really, really appreciate that. And the ones come in and hit the like button so we can keep the message out there. And like I said again, please put rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, man. All right. And prayers for his family. So without further ado, let's dive straight into this. Now, I seen this right here on Liberal High, man. I want to play this little clip real quick, and then we'll get to some of the report. Check this out.
All right, folks, so here's the first clip. We got a Greensboro, North Carolina community college professor by the name of Lisa Greenlee. Well, she was just filmed telling her students, quote, "I'll praise the shooter. He had good aim."
Wow.
So, prayers and thoughts for Charlie. No, I have no prayers and thoughts for him left from all my prayers and thoughts for these innocent children who did nothing wrong. We're not sending out divisive, hateful messages. We're not saying that empathy is a problem with America. I refer to him as the anti-empathy guy. I just want to make sure that y'all had heard about the school shooting, because to me that is something that is more concerning than a douchebag who brings karma down on himself. I mean, ironically, the moment he's getting shot, what is he doing? When he's asked about mass shootings, comparison to gang violence in a dismissive way, tell me that wasn't karma doing her finest work.
Wow.
I'll praise the shooter. He did a good job.
And this right here is exactly what I've been warning about for years. When you see a teacher, an actual educator, someone entrusted with shaping young minds, laughing and celebrating the assassination of an American conservative icon, you have to stop and ask, where is this coming from? And I think the answer is obvious. It's coming from the universities. And even in K through 12 education, they are radicalizing the youth. And then now building on that or attributing it to the Charlie Kirk shooting incident, well, myself and many others are starting to connect the dots. We've got a clip here of the shooter with his family celebrating him receiving a scholarship to university.
And that right there is exactly what I'm talking about right there. This woman is in the classroom. Why are you even talking about politics in the classroom? Talking about, hey, y'all, did y'all hear about the shooting? Oh, the shooter had good aim. He's a douchebag. He deserved it. What? This is crazy. Now, all over America, teachers are getting fired left or right. They getting up out of there. And they need to be. And it don't stop there. And now check this out right here by Red Wave Press. It says school districts across the U.S. are firing radical leftist teacher, praising Charlie Kirk's assassin. Educators who have been praising Charlie Kirk's murder, well, now they are being taught a lesson. Check this out right here.
A new call for young Americans to flip the script. on the nation's toxic political environment as vile posts and videos about Charlie Kirk's murder spread online, forcing employers, including schools, to crack down. Senior correspondent Eric Shawn has this story and is following all of it from New York for us. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Sandra. Yes, educators who have been praising Charlie Kirk's murder, well, now they are being taught a lesson. You know, school districts are now punishing teachers who, believe it or not, have been celebrating the assassination online. In Greenville, South Carolina, Southside High School social studies teacher Wynn Bollock, well, he was fired after posting this, quote, "Thoughts and prayers to his children, but IMHO, America became better today. There, I said it." In Framingham, Massachusetts, King Elementary special ed teacher Samantha Marengo posted this video of herself singing God Bless America and dancing, as you can see, as a television news report played reports about Kirk's killing. That was shown in the background, and at one point you saw she zoomed in on the word dead. That video has since been deleted. The district would not comment on her employment.
And you see, she tried to hurry up and delete it. See, this is what they doing this crap. You got teachers that is doing this. You hate somebody so bad that you want them to die just because y'all are different. Y'all don't think the same. Is that the problem? Y'all want everybody to think the way y'all think. People, I mean, they just don't make no sense. That's the reason why he debated college students. Like, he will go to the campuses and say, hey, I'm going to tell you how I feel. You tell me how you feel. It's like, and I don't get this at all.
Status, but did say they are addressing the situation. Quote, "As a district, we are committed to fostering a safe and respectful environment for everyone. We do not condone violence or hateful behavior in any form." In Oskaloosa, Iowa, high school art teacher Matthew Krolig, well, he was put on administrative leave after allegedly posting derogatory comments also. The school district saying it is investigating too. Meanwhile, down in Florida, the Florida Department of Education says that teachers could lose their jobs if they post offending remarks about Kirk, saying although teachers do have a personal First Amendment right, the board says their view should not, quote, "undermine the trust of the students and families that they serve," and such posts, the board says, could be a violation of state law.
Man, this is insane. You see it right here. Breaking: Middle Tennessee State University has fired an employee over an inappropriate college's comments on social media concerning the horrific and tragic murder of Charlie Kirk. Said the associate dean that was fired, Laura Sajlaisi, wrote, "Charlie spoke his fate into existence. Hate big as hate, zero sympathy." These people are, this is insane. Now, this right here is what I want to get to with this young lady that really wanted President Trump to get this message, and he, pretty much made her day because he reposted it on his true social, on his social media. Now, check this out by Eric Adogg. He said, "Holy crap. President Trump posted this video suggesting he will consider creating the Charlie Kirk Act to enact hefty fines that damn near bankrupt news corporations who espouse dangerous lies that could cause political violence." So let's check out what this young lady, wanted to get to President Trump. And you can see his name right here because he reposted the video because she really wanted President Trump to hear what she had to say. Check it out.
His administration. If you stay to watch the video, please tag him down below, share, and repost so we can try to get this to him as quickly as possible and hope that he can do something with this. President Trump, as a supporter who voted for you 3 times, I am hoping and praying that you will revisit what Barack Obama and Joe Biden got rid of back in 2013, which is the Smith-Mundt Act, which held news corporations accountable for lying to the American people and spreading propaganda instead of truth. I think instead of bringing it back as a Smith-Mundt Act, you name it the Charlie Kirk Act, you make it a law, and you make it damn near impossible for these people to continue to lie to the American public, which has brought chaos, hatred, division, and anarchy all across this country. Fines out the ass, which will damn near bankrupt their companies should they lie to the American people ever again. They can have their opinions, that's fine. They need to state that it is their opinion and that it is not a fact. Because of their constant lies, a man lost his life over it. Because of the constant hateful rhetoric of calling him a fascist and a Nazi and a white supremacist and a bigot, the same thing that they called you, this man is dead. I think this would be a great legacy for him to have a law named after him to force journalists to finally start telling the truth and having the integrity that they have lacked for over a decade. I hope that this gets to you. I hope that you think about it and that you pass it into law. Because we are on a dangerous path right now with the constant lies and the propaganda. And that doesn't end just at news journalists. It needs to go to content creators who consistently spread lies and propaganda and half-truths across the internet. This needs to end. And people need to start being held accountable for baseless claims over absolute abysmal things. It needs to end. So please, if you have it in your heart to have the time to do this, get this in front of Congress, get this passed as a law, and start holding these news corporations, be they right, left, or center, accountable for their behavior.
Wow. And I agree with her 100%. And that video got 2 million views. Because, you know, a lot of people might make a video say, hey, I want this to get to President Trump, and they never get there because the video don't go viral. But her video actually went viral, and President Trump seen it and posted it on his Truth Social. So with President Trump posting it, that does sound like that could be something he's going to do. Because, I mean, he probably could have just seen it, but with him posting it, I think he should do that. That right there will stop them from just spreading lies. It really will. And this is nobody, he say, breaking conservatives are now rallying behind this New Jersey nurse who got suspended without pay because she called out a doctor that cheered on Charlie Kirk's death. Lexi Kinzel has now filed a lawsuit stating she was wrongfully fired from Inglewood Health. It's unclear whether the surgeon who celebrated the murder has been disciplined. So we don't know. So obviously they fired this young lady just because she called out a nurse. Oh, man. So this is in other news, what, you know, we all just found out with President Trump, you know, just found on Charlie Kirk shooting him and the FBI. So it goes right here, say breaking. The roommate of Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin has been identified as 22-year-old Lance Twiggs. According to the Daily Mail, because you remember the left kept saying, he ain't no transgender. He wasn't around any transgender, but now we find out that he had a roommate that was a transgender. So it said the development comes as Fox and the New York Post say Tyler Robson was living with a transgender partner. It's unclear at the moment if Twiggs is the transgender partner that Fox and NYP are referring to. However, Twiggs' grandfather refused to deny the report. I don't want to comment on that. I'm not sure what his situation is exactly right now, the grandfather Jerry said. After he was with the police, he's been at his house, and there's no way for us to contact him other than going over there. Twiggs reportedly handed over incriminating text messages to the FBI, according to outlet. And this is supposed to be, Charlie Kirk's assassin partner. That he was supposed to be, a male transitioning to a female. That's what they said. They say Tyler Robinson's roommate, who tipped off the FBI, as identified as family, refused to deny transgender motive for Charlie Kirk assassination. So, like I said, right now, this is what they saying. Say just then, Tyler Robinson lived with a transgender partner. According to Fox News, the individual who is a male transitioning to a female is fully cooperating with the FBI, Sing Man reported. The last word out of Charlie Kirk's mouth before he was shot and killed was about transgender violence. Man, this is just so wrong, man. I'm telling you, it get to a point where you be like, this can't be real. So it says Stephen Miller absolutely unleashes on radical left organization, promises to dismantle them following the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
And let me tell you something I've not shared with anybody, but the last message that Charlie Kirk gave to me before he joined his creator in heaven was he said that we have to dismantle and take on the radical left organizations in this country that are fomenting violence. That was the last message that he sent me before that assassin stole him from all of us. And we are going to do that under President Trump's leadership. I don't care how. It could be a RICO charge, a conspiracy charge, conspiracy against the United States, insurrection, but we are going to do what it takes to dismantle the organizations and the entities that are fomenting riots, that are doxing, that are trying to inspire terrorism, and that are committing acts of wanton violence. It has to stop. And my message is to all of the domestic terrorists in this country spreading this evil hate, you want us to live in fear? We will not live in fear, but you will live in exile. Because the power of law enforcement under President Trump's leadership will be used to find you, will be used to take away your money, take away your power, and if you've broken the law, to take away your freedom, Sean.
Wow. Stephen Miller just absolutely going off. And then you can see, you know, Fox News reported on it again. Alleged Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson was in a romantic relationship with a transgender, Fox News confirms. Kirk was shot while being asked a question about transgender violence. It said a bureau official confirmed that Tyler Robinson, 22, was in a romantic relationship with the unnamed person who was a male transitioning to a female. Fox reported they shared an apartment in St. George, Utah. So this is them
Fox
talking
News
about.
alert. FBI sources tell Fox News Digital that the man charged with assassinating Charlie Kirk was living with a transgender partner. Bureau officials confirmed that Tyler Robinson was in a romantic relationship with someone transitioning from male to female. They say that individual is fully cooperating with their investigation, claims to have had no idea of Robinson's plans, and is not currently accused of any criminal activity.
So like I said, at this point, we don't know what to believe. So now his partner is pretty much saying that he had no idea about this situation. Y'all can let me know in the comment section, do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that his partner had no idea that Tyler Robinson was finna go do that? I don't know. I found that hard to believe that he didn't know, especially if they were living together. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. And then not only that, this right here was leading up to where he did to Charlie Kirk. So it's a report. Charlie Kirk, alleged assassin, had suspicious people going in and out of his home 2 weeks before the assassination, according to the New York Post. Who are they? The individual had out-of-state license plates, according to a neighbor. The Post observed Saturday that no one was at the $1,800 per month townhouse Robinson and Lance Twiggs were believed to have shared, the NYP reported. They say a neighbor claimed 2 weeks ago several people driving cars with out-of-state plates were seen going in and out. They did not give off a good vibe, the neighbor said. So, I think this is right here where the apartment is at. And this is Tyler Robinson. Oh, man. Then it said right here, the last thing Charlie Kirk text Secretary Kristi Noem was that he wanted sanctuary state and city governments and mayors to be held accountable for allowing criminal aliens to slaughter American citizens.
And so whether you're a small town or a big city, or like he's talked about in many of Chicago or Boston, LA, his continued efforts will be to work with those local leaders and try to help what he can do to make it better for their kids growing up there. In fact, the last thing Charlie had texted me about a day or two before he passed away was about those mayors and governors, that he wanted them to be held accountable for how dangerous they were making the situation for their people that had to live in those cities.
Wow. You see, Matt Walsh declares that left-wing violence is the greatest terror threat that Americans face, and it isn't even close, and demands every elected Republican in the United States make clear that leftist terrorist networks must be dismantled. Walsh is right, and this is exactly what Matt Walsh said. Then it said, breaking a searchable database will soon be released, exposing over 50,000 leftists who celebrated Charlie Kirk's death, listing their names and employers. This is an increase from 30,000 and 40,000 in just a couple of days. A lot of people are about to get fired, and they need to be fired for for what they're doing. Because I mean now, like I said, especially when you got teachers out here that is saying stuff like this, dancing in front of TV, zooming in on the word dead. It is just sickening to see. Just very sickening. We did a video yesterday how a lot of people on the left said they done with Democrats. They done with these liberals, and it's joining President Trump. So it said now Trump dropped a truth nuke on the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
This is transcending not only the youth generation, but also the older generations. This is a hit on our country. It's a hit on our movement. It's a hit on, Christianity. It's a hit on religion. It's a hit on freedom. It's emphasizes the dichotomy between, good and evil in this country. And they truly have awoken that sleeping giant, just not within the youth vote, but really transcending everybody who's in this nation. It's had such a profound effect on this nation. And seeing Erica on there, she was so unbelievably articulate, so unbelievably strong. This could have been the greatest mistake these people have ever made.
Wow.
And anything new on the investigation? You say he admitted that, confessed?
No, not again. He has not confessed to authorities. He is not cooperating. But all the people around him are cooperating, and I think that's very important. There were reports yesterday that we can confirm that his roommate was indeed a boyfriend who is transitioning from male to female. That's information that the FBI had mentioned yesterday. We can confirm that as well, and that he is cooperating with authorities as well.
So it seems like that I guess his boyfriend is pretty much telling the FBI everything, not really holding back. And we can check this out by President Trump. We're dealing with a radical left group of lunatics, and that they don't play fair, and they never did. They don't like what's been happening. What's been happening? We've been winning very big. And of course, that's why they kept trying to go towards the Epstein list, like just trying to, they don't want to talk about, President Trump's accomplishments or anything like that, or what he's been doing, the border closed, house prices, food prices come down. They don't want to talk about none of that. They just want to keep talking about Epstein. They want to talk about everything except with President. That's why President Trump keeps saying they're just trying to block out what I'm doing.
President Trump told NBC News in an exclusive interview he hopes the nation will heal following the death of the conservative political activist. The president also sought to assign blame, saying, quote, "We're dealing with a radical left group of lunatics, and they don't play fair, and they never did." He added, "They don't like what's been happening. We've been winning very big." President.
Wow. Like I said, this is just, man. And you can see right here, thousands of patrons at a Charlie Kirk vigil have broken out in a Charlie, Charlie chant in C4, New York. It said he will be remembered by tens of millions. Countless Americans will now speak up and get more involved than ever. And you can just see everybody is out here.
Has to happen. Watching Erica Kirk, watching her boldness and her defiance to say, "You will not stop us. You may have killed the messenger, but you will never kill the message." And that's what legacy is. Legacy is building something that lives on after you. And to watch her do it with such grace, with such amazing grace. Guys, I think I'm gonna need your help with this one. Amazing grace,
how sweet the sound.
Wow.
That saved.
And like I said, this is just amazing, like what they're doing. And like I said, this is in New York. And you can see right here, in a breathtaking moment, Americans have lit up the sky for Charlie Kirk in C4, New York, while chanting Charlie. And you can see, man. Wow. School teachers still getting fired, for the crap that they keep on saying. But like I said, thank you all for watching. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Like I said, I will keep y'all up to date as more information comes out. So, because now they saying that it could be a motive behind this. Did his boyfriend know about it? It wasn't in it, because now that neighbors are saying that out of town, out of state tags and stuff from other cars was, going back and forth to their house 2 weeks prior. So they could get the tag numbers off those cars that was going back and forth to see did they have anything to do with it. So like I said, I will keep y'all up to date with everything that's going on. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, once again, put rest in peace to Charlie Kirk in the comment section. Please put prayers for his family, his wife Erica, their 2 kids. Please, just pray for the whole family. And like I said, I will keep y'all up to date as more information comes out. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.